Hello, my name is Wayne Alexander, and today we're going to be taking a look at mail merging in CRM 2011. I'm going to be using the web version to show you the mail merge functionality. I can confirm it's exactly the same process in the Outlook version. Now, to create a mail merge, what we need to do is create the mail merge template in Word and upload the document back into the CRM system, which is exactly what we're going to do. So, first thing I'm going to do is navigate over to the settings area of CRM, and then I'm going to go ahead and click on templates. And within templates, I'm going to click on the mail merge template link, and from within here I'm just going to go ahead and click on new to create a new mail merge template. Now the system brings up the mail merge template form. The first thing it asks for is the name, which is a business acquired field, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a mail merge template thanking people, trainees, for attending a training webinar with me. So I'm just going to entitle this "Thank you for attending the 1st of September training webinar letter." So you can see that I try to be as descriptive as possible. I can put in the description as well in the description area. Next thing the system wants to know is what is the associated entity. Now I'm going to click on the drop down, and it gives you a list of all of the entities that can have mail merge associated to it, and I'm going to go ahead and select contact. And be specific when you're selecting your associated entity, because what it means is if I selected account there and I went to contact and try and pull up a mail merge template, it wouldn't show us this template we're creating here. Owner by default is set to individual. Whenever you create a mail merge template, by default it's personal to yourself. Ownership, sorry, and the owner will be obviously the person that's logged in. The template language is set to English because that's the only language we have set up in this particular system. Now I'm going to go ahead and click save, and when I do, please pay attention to the CRM toolbar up top here, and you'll notice a new button has been created, which is create template in Word. If I was to click create template in Word, what the system does is it first searches to see if Microsoft Word exists in on my laptop, and if it does, it would open up Word and attempt to connect with CRM. But before I do that, I just want to click on the data fields. Now when I click on the data fields button, what the system does is by default it selects 37 fields which it thinks that you might want to pull into Microsoft Word. And these are the out the box fields. So if you have any custom fields, you will need to come in here and select those custom fields that you want to pull in. I'm going to pull in website, and I'm also going to pull in let me see here. Well, we'll just stick with website for the moment. Okay, we'll put in children's names as an example and click OK. Now before I could do anything else, you'll notice it says save pending. So when you select those new data fields, you must hit save before you can continue. And then once you've done that, I can go ahead and hit create template in Word. And as I said before, I'm going to go ahead and hit open, and what the system does is it searches to see if you have Microsoft Word installed, and if you do, it opens up the Word document. I'm going to hit enable editing, then I'm going to just select enable content, and last but not least, in the add-ins tab there's a button for CRM, and that creates the link between CRM and your Word document. By default the system will show you a list of all of the mail merge recipients. Now because we're creating the template, there will be no mail merge recipients, so I'm just going to go ahead and click OK. And now cleverly what the system does is it uses Microsoft Word's mail merge functionality in order to create a mail merge document. And I'll give you an example of what I mean here. So if I was to type in here dear, and I want to add a data field, if I click on insert merge field, normally this would show words merge fields, but if I was to click on it now, you'll notice it shows CRMs. So I can click on dear first name, thank you for attending the training session on the 1st of September 2012. Below is a gift for you. Now, the thing I love about mail merge templates. And bearing in mind, you can use mail merge templates for letters, emails, envelopes, labels. The thing I love about mail merge templates is you can insert an image into a mail merge template and use it to send out as an email. Now, I've created another video on email templates, and if you want to add an image to an email template, it must first be made available somewhere on a public website. So when the email recipients receive the email, they'll be able to download the image into their actual email. Now, with Microsoft Word, you can insert an image embedded it into the document, and it wouldn't need to be made publicly available on a website. And I'll show you what I mean. So I've just said here below is a GIF for you. I'm going to click on insert. I'm going to go to pictures. I'm going to select my sample pictures, and I'm going to add a koala as a gift. And as I mentioned, I'll just downsize this slightly. The great thing about this image is if I was to send this as an email, this does not need to be on a public website. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and say thank you. I'm going to add 2 more data fields. So I'll go back to my mailing tab, and I'm going to say, first of all, I want to add my first name. So I'm going to use a first name. I'm going to add my surname as well, use a last name, and then finally underneath, maybe I'm going to add my contact details. So let's throw in my email address. There you go. So what we've just done there is we've created our mail merge document. Next thing we do is we click on File and Save As. Now by default, when you click on File and Save As, the system would save the file as an XML document. This is what the file must be saved as, an XML document. It doesn't matter whether it's Word XML document or Word 2003 XML document, as long as it's an XML document. So I'm going to go ahead and save it to my desktop, and I'm just going to call this Training Mail Session 1st of September. Okay, so I've just gone ahead and saved that document to my desktop, and all I'm going to do now is I'm going to close this screen. When I close the screen, what it does is it takes me back to the previous screen where we actually clicked on the Create Template in Word. One final thing we do is click on Browse, go to Desktop, select that template that we just saved to the desktop, and hit Attach. And now it takes a couple of seconds to go through, but once it does, we would have uploaded that document back into the CRM system. So you see what we did there? We used this screen to create the template in Word. We pulled over the data fields, saved the Word document somewhere locally on our PC, and then re-imported it back into the CRM system again. So let's see how that template works. Now, before I continue, remember I mentioned that ownership of a mail merge template by default is set to individual. So whenever you create a mail merge template, it's personal to yourself. If you want to make it available for the entire organization, just click on Save and Close. You select the template in the mail merge area, go to More Actions, and Make Available to the organization. And now it's become available for everyone to use. So let's see how that's worked. I'm just going to go to my Sales Contacts area. I'm going to select all of my contacts, go to the Add tab, select my mail merge. Now, normally, I'm going to leave it as letter, by the way. I could select email, fax, envelope, or label. Now, normally, if it was a personal, if we had left the ownership to individual, you will select personal mail merge template. But because we made it available to the organization, I'll select organization mail merge template, click on the lookup, and there is my mail merge template. I'm going to go ahead and select that, click OK again, and what the system's going to do is exactly the same thing. It would open up Microsoft Word, and I'm just going to go ahead and click Enable Editing, Enable Content, and finally click on CRM. And what the system does now is it will show us all of the recipients of this particular letter. I'll go ahead and click OK, tell the system to preview my letters, complete the merge, and edit all of my individual letters. And what you'll find now is if I was just to quickly go down the list, you can see there it's fairly straightforward. It's going to bring in the first name of every single contact that I selected. Shows my image, thank you, Wayne Alexander, and my email address. Okay, so I just won't save that. I'll just come out here. So what did we do? I showed you how to create a mail merge template in CRM 2011. I showed you also that you can attach images to your mail merge template, and then we proceeded to actually show how the mail merge templates works by selecting those contacts. Thank you.